It's Hicks's birthday today, so I hired an underwater clown, and he spilled a bucket of water back here, but it looks like we've mopped it all up. It was like a rain delay during the fog. We had a ground crew out here sopping the water up, and my dad was saying, "We're not leaving. I paid for these tickets, and they're going to come back out, no matter how long we have to be here." Franklin, Fezzi, brought us in. Remember when it was Franklin's birthday, and Hicks brought us this shitty, terrible cake? Franklin brought a fantastic, wonderful cake from Brooklyn, because he's always thinking of people.
This thing was absolutely delicious. Tasty.
Hey, it's Franklin.
Can't talk to that.
Come in.
Did I stop you by playing that? I thought you'd talk over it.
Oh, it was a tasty strawberry shortcake.
Why can't you? These things are made to be talked over.
Right, yeah.
Can we play them underneath? Come on in, Franklin. How come you're always so thoughtful and always thinking of people?
Oh, good home training.
Seems like an MVP.
Seems
like an MVP lately for the show. Have a seat. Now, I know you've been battling with some people.
Not really. I've just been getting battled at.
Well,
Dave, I had a little battle with yesterday.
Apparently, you were all upset at the last Unmasked. And I talked to a friend of mine who was at Unmasked.
Yeah.
And who's been to quite a few. One of the Unmasked people. And he said, well, he's also a psychologist. And he said he's seen you at some of the other Unmasked. You were very laid back. But this one, since it was a young man who was a filmmaker and was successful, that you immediately felt agitated and somewhat uncomfortable seeing him have that kind of success.
I would definitely say that he had a very golden life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, there might have been a little bit of jealousy
White
after
man.
hearing that. Yeah.
Once again, a white man. This kid, this will be playing this weekend. The movie opened up, Pineapple Express, Seth Rogen's movie. It's opening day. The first movie to knock the shit out of Batman. Knocked Batman off the top spot. Made like $12 million the first day on a Wednesday for what's basically a crappy fucking pot movie. This fucking Seth Rogen, he's walking down the street. He steps in dog shit, then into money, and money is just attached to his feet wherever he walks.
It was amazing.
It is the fucking greatest story. He's never had any suffering. All the world's been handed to him.
I couldn't believe it. Like, literally every step of the way was just like, wow, everything is just falling into your lap.
Now, all this time, you've been the number one guy. You've been hanging out here. Everything's been going your way. Since that day, it was like the Lindsay Lohan movie where somehow her luck got switched. I watched a little bit of it on cable because I was looking for Hard Rock Johnny. I still don't understand it. But you were like Lindsay Lohan with that guy. So after that, you had all the bad luck. Everybody was fighting with you. Everybody was mad at you. And I saw you hanging out with Lily, and it looked like you were in a happy mood that day. I even ran into you at lunch.
I was never in a bad mood the entire day until yesterday. Actually, I was
then
having
you
a great
found out
day.
that none of these guys like you.
Yeah, it was really hurtful, actually.
Well,
but you came up with a point, what you said to me, it always seems to be the same people behind it. You made a very good case for yourself, saying it always seems to be, no matter what the fight is, the same troublemakers. And you had Dave at the center of that. It's a very good point.
And how so?
Now, let me bring Lily in here. You were at the event the other day, Lily, and you were eating lunch with Franklin. How did you think everything went? Was there a problem? Was Franklin a mess up there?
No, I didn't pick up on any bad vibes between anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think there were until...
Well, that's because Franklin
Dave started
puts his
talking.
arm around Lily, sits next to her, and removes himself.
Do you want me to put my arm around you and sit next to you?
Is that
more?
what the problem is right now, Dave?
No, I don't want your arm around me. What I want you to do is not be as conniving and deceitful and shit talk the fucking staff, and then smile and pretend like everything's okay.
I think that you find my honesty somehow conniving. I don't
No,
understand
because
where
you're
the
not
problem
honest to
comes
my
from.
face.
Dave, I've never said anything but honesty
Really?
to you.
Because that's why fucking people on Paltalk say that you shit talk me.
Why can't you just focus on the show? Why is your constant focus on Paltalk? Go ahead, Lily.
And I don't think that Paltalk is the end-all, be-alls of, what's really real and what's not.
Apparently, it's the center of Dave's world.
It's not really, actually. But when that guy comes in and starts being disruptive, I do.
But you
get a
see
little
me
defensive.
every day, and for weeks I haven't heard a word since our last fight.
Because every time I try and talk with you, then you flip out, run to Ron, and don't actually talk back to me. Then you refuse to chat like a men after the show or whatnot.
Did you eat any of the cake?
No, I didn't.
And that's just done out of anger?
Yeah, that's done out of spite.
I
for me.
find that statement to be false because yesterday, after this, before we even got on the air, I texted you twice to talk about this personally.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten a response from you.
That's man of him, though.
But no, because I don't want to talk to you. The moment's passed.
You don't want to talk
you
to me
know
unless we're
how
on
I
the
felt.
air. That's really the bottom line. I saw you this morning. I came in this morning. I said hi. You didn't say a word to me.
Right, because it's too late for that. Because you've burned our bridge.
Dude, I
Just
didn't even
admit
know-
that you talk. It doesn't matter where he talks. It doesn't have to be on Pal Talk. If someone talks badly about someone,
But do you ever hear from anyone else besides the Pal Talk people?
I've heard it from different sources. Yeah, I've heard from non-Pal Talk.
Could you say what I've said about you?
That you don't? That the staff doesn't like to stand up. And
What do you mean by
things.
stand up?
I believe it was that they don't want to stand up and do things.
Isn't that something that we talked about during a meeting here and you got mad at me after I said?
I don't recall that whatsoever.
Because I don't remember
And
even
isn't
that.
that also the truth?
No, it's not the truth. It's not,
'Cause
frankly.
this seems like a conversation that we had at a private meeting with all of us here, not on the air or not on Pal Talk.
Franklin,
In
I
fact,
don't...
no one on Pal Talk should have had knowledge of that conversation.
Dude, all I know is...
Well, how do you think they got it?
I wonder.
Well, you got
Oh.
you got an idea, Franklin. What is it?
Well, I feel like Dave has friends and people who are very close to him who may have problems with me because I don't understand where any of this is coming
Why would
from.
anybody have problems with Franklin?
Because he's conniving. Because he's passive-aggressive.
You
because
actually
he,
implied
you
that my
brought in a
personal
cake
friends
for...
are
That's a nice thing.
distrustful of me.
Come on, that's
You
not a nice
said
thing.
this
After it was a
yesterday.
cake incident.
It was a good cake.
After
You guys
the,
made it a cake incident. You and Pep.
after
I
the
didn't make
cake
it. I was
incident, you
thankful
can't
of
do
it.
it. And you complain about a lot of shit, but you don't complain to us.
I only complain about things that are not getting done in productions that we're working on.
What? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Well, you're saying I complain. I haven't complained to you. Like, I complain in meetings if things aren't happening.
What fucking authority do you have to say, hey, if things aren't going, Franklin's gonna fucking...
He's never said that.
He just said it right there.
He didn't say he's going to do anything. You know he's working on a project for us.
I know that, but
What
I
is
mean,
your problem? You have a problem with him working on a project for us?
No, I don't.
Are you sure? Or you need to check with your Pal Talk buddies.
I don't check with anybody. I check
You
with...
told us that you did. You told us that you were fine here until you heard things.
I don't check with them. People come and tell me, hey, all he does...
And that's the same thing I get.
And
Dude, you
people
don't think
say
I
that
come
not
home
about
and I
me.
get-
It's not a fucking personal thing.
But you don't
People
think-
say that Franklin does this with everyone, with a lot of people that he quote unquote is friends with or grows up with. Smiles in your face, stabs you in the fucking
And
back.
that's another-
Like a
Check the check
backstabber?
record.
All right, I want to get back to this.
Yeah.
Check the chat
actually.
record.
Check the check rec.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The track the check record, whatever
Track
that
record?
phrase.
The track record?
Check the track record. Thank
All right,
you.
there's two things that we want
Do
to
you have a
discuss
track
right here.
record?
I have track record about him from people that
Well, I'm not
he-
hearing
he
anything
knows.
but crazy vague talk out of you.
But, 'cause I
You've been
can't-
nuts for 2 days, David.
I have been normal.
Is it the bus ride?
It's not
Is
the
the
bus ride.
suburbs too much of a fucking trip for you to come in here?
No, I have. My wife has been sick, and I've been taking care of my baby. But
Well, why don't you, if you need a couple days off, take them.
But I don't want.
Don't be crazy.
I don't want to do that. A and B. The thing is, with this quote unquote crazy talk, is also honesty talk. It's
I
the
just
truth.
don't understand what you're saying, though. You've made a couple
And
of vague
here's
things.
how
Wait, give me
Franklin-
one more second.
Go ahead.
You've implied that my personal friends from my life don't trust me, which inside that bothers me a little bit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you're not giving me actual details, and you're saying things that are like factors
Because
in
these
my
people
regular
have
life.
come to me in confidence and have
Then
said,
why
"Listen,
don't
don't
you-
say
Guess
my
what?
name on
They
the
have
air."
nothing to fucking do with us, and nothing to do with what happens on this show. We give a fuck if somebody from your fucking personal life doesn't like somebody else. What's that got to do? I'm sure Lily had people she grew up with. Fez had people he grew up with. What am I going to do? Stop the show for them? Where's your fucking head right now?
Absolutely not. But no, it's more about them giving examples of someone who mistreats people, who steps on people, uses people to get what he wants. But
That's-
pretends all the time that he's a positive hey, I'm just a hippie. I'm a positive guy.
Continue with that for a little bit, because that's a real statement you're making, that I step on people to get what I want, and I don't understand how that is possible.
Whoever just said that you were looking to fucking suck Seth Rogen's cock yesterday. So instead of
What?
actually...
I didn't even meet Seth Rogen yesterday.
But obviously...
Where is that coming from?
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying, what the reported news was that, he was all psyched and excited and everything when he...
No, it wasn't. It was just the opposite. The thing was that he was angry because Seth is doing so well. I don't understand. See, this is how you fuck up stories, Dave.
I don't fuck up stories.
You just fucked up that one.
Well...
And everybody else got it.
He's angry at Seth, but I mean, he comes in. What about the
Lily,
fact
what
that
is
he
going on?
shakes
I
Seriously.
don't know.
Lily, what is going on?
I have no idea. I mean, he seems very stressed, but I can understand, I think, both sides of it. I feel like Dave maybe feels like Franklyn coming in here and being very close with you and Fez and getting things done for you guys, is maybe going to make him less important to the Ron and Fez
Yes.
show. I can see
Yes,
that.
it does.
I can see that maybe bothers him.
That's the truth, though.
But I'm a million times better than Franklin. I'll just say that right now. I am. So if Franklin, if you want to come in,
It's not that. It's just that we don't respect you, and we don't think
Is
that you
there a
could do
better-
that.
and that's,
True.
and that's
I mean-
the thing. It's because I get tongue tied, and I am fucking half a fucking not fag, but I am half stupid.
What?
I am half stupid, but that doesn't mean that my effort won't fucking outshine Franklin's any day of the
Why
week.
You're
don't
not
you tell
competing
me
against
these-
Franklin.
Yes, we're on the
Let's
same
compete.
team.
He's on
Let's
no.
compete,
no
bitch.
competition
He's on
here.
the same team. He
Really?
just has a bigger, more important role right now,
Oh, I
and
see.
yours is lesser.
I
but
get
I
it.
need a strong bench.
We can't be fighting.
I'm a fucking.
No, we can't-
I'm
we
Johnny
definitely-
Bench. If that's
we
what the
definitely
fucking
cannot be
bench
You're
fighting
is.
six
over
men.
everyone
Think
else.
yourself as six men.
Johnny fucking Havlicek went to the Hall of Fame because of it. But let me tell you something. Franklin, he ain't no Larry Bird.
But all right, calm it down. So your thing is you're jealous.
He's more like Dennis Johnson.
What do you need? Need a little daddy love? Is that what you need? You want to come over here and give you a hug?
I wouldn't mind it.
Is that what you're after?
You want to switch seats again?
Do you want to do this?
Fuck you! I am fucking serious. I'm having fun
I'm
with
serious
Ron,
too.
Thinking
I'm asking
about
if you
getting
want
a
to sit
hug.
closer.
Don't you
It's
realize
kinda hard to climb over a
how
table
that
and get a
shit
hug,
is
huh?
condescending and how that's rude?
No.
You
You're
don't
sitting
fucking
over
think-
there. I asked
Dave,
you want to
wanna
sit
come
seats.
over?
All right,
Would you like to come and sit
don't,
on my chair? Would
look,
you like to come
all
and sit
he's
on me?
saying is that he's better than you. Don't get all upset
Yeah,
about
well,
it.
Ron, where I come from, that's called condescending.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
don't. Yeah.
Okay, then that's
That's
my
the
mistake.
fucking
From
definition.
Jersey.
Do you
East
and I
Side.
have beef for real?
East Side
or is
Jersey.
this like beef
I
from other people?
hate you.
Then you and I need to
fucking
deal with
hate
this.
you.
We need to deal
Do
with
we have
this.
a beef? We have a fucking sirloin steak.
All right.
As big as my
Then
small
you need
cock.
to
Well, you-
explain
Dave,
to
Dave,
me.
you're not making any fucking sense, dude.
Okay, let me just make sense for a second.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. This, you want to come and sit in my seat so you can be closer to Ron, is so fucking haughty-taughty.
And you hate him for saying that statement? For trying to be on the air?
No, I don't hate him for trying to be on the air. I don't even hate him for trying to help. I hate him for smugness and thinking he's better than us. And that is...
Well, he's better than you, Dave. Don't
he
make a big
isn't.
deal out of that.
All of us? He's better than all of us because we all hate him.
Who's we? Tell me names.
Fucking birthday cake boy Pepper Hicks.
Pepper, you hate him?
With this whole fucking cake thing, I'm turning on it.
I can get
Dude,
the
you're not even in. You're not even in right now.
True.
Pitsy, the former producer before he lost the Sping the Hits match to Earl.
Where is
fucking
Earl, by the
hated
way?
him.
He's with our guests.
They looked confused. Hicks, you know you're not in, right?
I understand that.
And you're getting off to a really, really rough... All right, who else hates him?
Pitts, who used to be a valuable member of the team before lost Sping the Hits.
I just
Never
spoke to
was he
Pitts this-
valued.
over the weekend.
Never was he valued.
And what did he say?
He was saying hi to me and Gina, and we should all get together.
Franklin, I mean, people...
You and I have a problem, but I don't even know where it's from because it's not even my problem. It's
Sam
you, man.
Roberts, Opie and Anthony. I'll try and get him on the phone.
Who cares what Sam wants?
No, you asked.
Who gives a fuck?
All right, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that people are onto him, but then he puts on a facade around you guys.
There's nothing
that
to be
he's
on
this-
to. This is me 24. That's it. 24/7. This is it. This is who you get.
Why were you screwing around on Unmasked? Why did you screw that?
What are you talking?
That actually went very well, and I gave you the credit for that, Dave.
I appreciate it tremendously. I really do. I ain't fucking around. But it could have been a potential disaster.
I hate to stop you, but I like to bring Fez into the fucking show. I know you love to hear yourself talk.
That's not
but
the case.
I would love to have Fez on the show for just a second. Fez, what do you make out of any of this stuff?
It really sounds. I understand. I think Dave is very jealous. I think Lily nailed it, where Dave sees a threat coming in.
Well, there is a threat. We're testing the waters with Franklyn. You can't take that the wrong way.
Fine, and Franklin, how do you feel about that?
I feel like you are not taking my I've opened everything I've done here to you. I've asked you for help. I brought you into
What?
everything I've done, dude.
You've asked
dude,
me for
you know,
help?
7 months ago when I first came in here, we've been producing stuff and trying to bring things together. In fact, you guys are sitting on a bit that I have that
All right,
we've been
hold
trying
on.
to
Let
work
me
on.
know what you're
check on
talking
this.
about.
Here's Cream Pie Jones. Cream Pie.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Faz. How you guys doing?
Good, buddy.
All right. I think that basically, coming from an intern's perspective, it's a kind of very hierarchical. The whole Ron and Fez, Opie and Anthony, and it trickles down. So for Franklin to just come in, I could see where Dave coming from, feeling threatened. I actually agree with Lily on this one, and I usually never agree with Lily on anything.
I thought you were in love with her.
No, that's not me.
Thank you, Creamy.
But
Well, he was putting you down.
Creamy, fuck you, Creamy. Fuck off. Listen, no, but the thing is, in a way, there's some truth to his essence, and that is that Franklin just come in and thought he owned the place. That was the vibe that we all got, and it's BS.
Why isn't Lily and Earl like this?
Why aren't Lily and
Why
Earl
aren't
like
they?
that?
Yeah.
Because
Why don't they feel this?
Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe you're treating. Well, first of all, Lily.
I didn't
gets
know it was
hugged
this
by
bad
you.
in the
Neither did
first
I,
place.
honestly.
Lily gets hugged by you all the time and
Earl
shit like
doesn't.
that. Yeah,
Who started the Fartland thing? Calling him Fartland.
Sheepy did.
And is Sheepy your big pal talk
No.
person that you're getting all this fucking
He is
news
not.
from?
No, he's not. He isn't. But the thing is,
Well, somebody is. I don't like you coming in here acting like I have sources, but I can't expose them right now. And Franklin's friends don't like them, but I can't say who they are. Because I was at fucking Unmasked yesterday. Dean was there. Joe was there. Everybody's there. Fred is there. So
Well-
who are these mystery people?
They're people who are just. They have known Franklin for a while.
Those are the only people that have known me in this community, dude.
That's true. And we know those guys would never badmouth them.
And not
Not
to
gonna
mention that I
happen.
work with them. You know what I mean? Like, we're all in... you're implying a lot of things that have a lot of repercussions in my life.
Yeah, like what?
Like the fact that my business
That
partners
there's
are
mysterious
talking things
people who
about me.
hate him.
Yeah.
Doesn't even make sense.
What kind of business?
Dude, we run
Because-
Cypher Films. Joe and Dean are my partners.
How's
We
that
make
going? If
movies
you're
together.
here, if you're able to
What
be
is
here
this
all day.
any of your fucking business, Dave? You fucking work here. Are you running this fucking show?
No, of course
Then
not.
don't fucking worry about it. Do you want to fucking say whether Lily can be here or fucking Hicks? Who's asking you to do any of this? You're not making any goddamn sense.
I know I'm not in charge of anything. I'm just saying I wish we were treated better by this guy.
I'm trying
Then that's
to
a whole
treat you,
different
man.
fucking story whether he should be here or not.
Like, so much of what we're doing, I can't really even talk about, so it's hard to even defend this. But, like, I don't want you to feel like you're out or anything, because I constantly talk to you every day.
Have you ever talked bad about us behind our backs? Just
Behind
in
your
general.
back?
Just
no,
in general.
I've said
Just be honest.
Everything that I've said about you, I've said here to you.
You've never said stuff like they don't do anything or this or that.
Why would I? See
We
you
say
running
that
around
on the
here all
air.
day.
No, but he says it privately to private people and saying
What private people?
I believe he said or he was heard talking aloud on Paltalk. So I mean the people. I don't know.
I can't even defend this statement if I don't have more specifics, man. And I don't want you to look like a dick in here or nothing like that. Like, I'm not trying to, like, step in your place or anything like that. But you're not giving me specifics. You're just kind of, like, throwing things at me, and I can't say anything.
You're not making this whole thing doesn't make any sense. If you wanted to make some kind of sense and have a bit for the air, I'd be all for it. But you come in here with nothing. 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row, you got nothing because you're acting like show loyalty. You're fucking protecting somebody whoever it may happen to be.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You don't know what you're saying. You're just being emotional. Here's Kyle. Kyle, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, Ronnie?
Yeah.
Just because Franklin comes in with a little confidence, Dave just crumbles with it. He has no self-confidence at all.
Give me a break. Big A comes in with confidence, and he's great, but he also doesn't try and, like, you know.
Yeah, but Franklin's doing the job.
What? I mean, so was Big A. That's what I'm saying. He was doing the job, too, but he was confident as hell. He is confident as hell.
You do know that my job is different than what Big A's is, right?
Well, Big A's not really stepping on your feet exactly, is he?
I'm just talking about confident people in general.
You're setting up this adversary between
Fezzi,
us.
I would say this. You need to steal some of this fucking kid's heart. If you had that, then he wouldn't be getting this much fucking airtime.
Absolutely true. So, and I understand that.
And that's why we're in this fucking position today. Here's Casper. Casper, you're on Fez.
Hey, Dave, what's on the menu today in the 7th grade cafeteria?
I don't know. I don't go to 7th grade school.
But you're acting like it today. If you came in here with something real, but you heard something from somebody else.
Just for the record, I want you to realize that I think you have amazing comment timing, and I have no adversarial feelings towards you.
Isn't that nice?
I would like this to stop.
This is exactly what I'm saying, man.
What?
If this ain't some example of passive aggressiveness, and I have said stud.
So that's condescending?
Mr. B, Fezzi W, if that's not passive aggressive,
What did
I don't
he
know
say?
What
What did he say wrong?
You have a tremendous amount of talent. You are
It's
awesome.
true.
I'd like to fuck Matt Damon right now.
What does that
if
mean?
I could.
What's
Because
that
I'm the
mean?
Black George Plimpton.
I bet Matt
Even
Damon's
your
never
voice
fucked.
is fake. You don't
How
talk
is my
like that.
voice fake? This is the only voice that comes out of my
What?
mouth, Dave.
What people from Brooklyn drop their R's when they go, water. That's a fucking Massachusetts thing. That's
Why is
fucking
that-
George Plimpton. That's not fucking, go see Spike Lee.
Dave,
He'll say,
I grew up in Brooklyn.
Go,
I've lived in
sister,
many
or
places
something
in
like
the
that.
world,
He's like,
and I come from a
sister.
mixed family of many different
how are you
inflections.
Irish? How are you Irish?
What do you
great-
care about
Well,
this?
yeah,
It doesn't matter.
I
Adam.
showed you my great-grandfather's picture.
Adam, you're on Fez.
Picture?
Hey,
What the hell is that?
isn't it
Someone
possible-
explain to me what a picture is.
You know what a picture is.
No, what's a picture?
We're having class pictures later.
Is that something you can fucking eat at Greek Cafe?
Go ahead, Adam.
Isn't it possible that just somebody on Paltalk or whatever the fuck just doesn't maybe not like Franklin and is just trying to get Dave to turn on him?
Well, that
This
sounds
sounds
right.
If that's the case, then color me fucking
What? I want to hear.
Marty McFly, whatever he was in back. Gullible. Color me Gullible, Fred, or whatever the fuck your name is. But maybe I was tricked. But it doesn't. He still feels condescending to me, just like right there.
What? He said you have
Yeah.
terrific
Gave you a
comic
nice
timing.
compliment.
Extremely talented.
And he
You know-
brought that cake.
You have good comic timing, and he's noticed it.
Man, your comic timing is like a watch
Paul, you're on Fez.
that farts a lot.
Hey, I'd just like to say jealousy.
Jealousy. Franklin is so jealous of me. That's right.
I have never complained about you, Dave.
Dude, if you swear in the Bible and say that, then maybe I'll fucking pipe down a little bit.
I'm not Catholic. I'm not Christian. What the hell point is
Oh,
that? I'm
sure.
telling you in my heart that I'm not. I have a
You're
problem
Cuban,
with you.
Roman, and Irish. If I could see 3 more fucking Catholic people on the face of the planet.
Not everybody who's even born Catholic stays that way, Dave.
Oh, come on.
I went to Catholic school, Dave, and I stopped in 8th grade, and I'm no longer Catholic.
So what are you then?
What do you
just here.
care?
I want to know what kind
Dave,
of fucking atheist I'm sitting
just-
next to over here.
Well, you're
Here's the-
surrounded by them. So.
You're just a little
You're
upset because
Muslim.
he's in the city and you're in the burbs now, and he's going to be closer to us, just physically. All
Yes,
right.
because he's very, very fat.